What's up, everybody? I'm your host, the hash-smoking slasher, slinging dope takes and ripping real reviews.
And I'm the Phantom Hater, haunting your feed with radio waves straight from the other side of the grave.
This is Dead Smoke Radio. No signal, no sanctuary.
Shout out to all the listeners for tuning in. Whether you're sparking it up, kicking it back, or just chasing the chills, you're in the Dead Smoke tonight. Welcome to the broadcast.
And a special shout out to the Dead Smoke Radio Discord. You guys are the ones keeping this graveyard alive. If you haven't joined yet, follow the path to the Dead Smoke Radio antenna or click the link below. This is where we share exclusive updates, sneak peeks, and all the cursed content you won't find anywhere else.
In anticipation for Stranger Things Season 5, Dead Smoke Radio is here to provide you with the best recaps YouTube has to offer. Today's episode, we will be reviewing Season 1 of Stranger Things. Here's a quick look of what's to come for Transmission 1 of Dead Smoke Radio, all of the horror, curse reviews, and smoke-filled chaos that you won't want to miss.
Every Friday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time from October 3rd to January 9th, we're dropping recaps from Stranger Things Season 1 through 5, top 10 horror lists, movie reviews, and a special Spooktober holiday horror episode. Keep your eyes to the fog. Every transmission's packed with scares, theories, and laughs, all here at Dead Smoke Radio.
Tonight we're kicking things off with Stranger Things Season 1 recap. It's October 3rd, the first Friday of the month, so you know we're diving right into the Upside Down, breaking down the characters and the mysteries and all the spine-tingling moments that set the stage for everything to come. Let's get into it.
We open on a terrified scientist who immediately gets wrecked, and that kind of sets the tone. Then we meet our core four, Mike, Will, Lucas, and Dustin. They're in Mike's basement battling the Demogorgon.
The Demogorgons! We're in deep shit.
Will rolls the dice, and they fly off the table, and chaos just kind of ensues. Boys start freaking out.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Mike's mom ends up yelling down,
Hi! 15 after.
On his way home, Will tells Mike,
The Demogorgon. It got me.
he bikes through the woods, sees some nightmare fuel, runs home, grabs a 22, and still gets gobbled up. Rest in peace, Will. The next day, Joyce, Will's mom, panics and teams up with the chief of police of Hawkins, Hopper, to find him.
Oh, hey, morning, Flo.
Meanwhile, we meet Eleven, who wanders into Benny's diner. Benny tries to help, but CPS shows up strapped and Benny gets bodied. The boys agree that Will sacrificed himself for the group and set out to look for him. Instead of Will, they find Eleven in the woods. We don't know much about Eleven in this episode other than she's mysterious, quiet, and she could be psychic. Will was basically the MacGuffin of this episode. Mike's the dungeon master, he's kind of the natural leader of the group. Lucas is more grounded, he's tough, but he's loyal. Dustin's pure comedy, a charisma machine. I fucking love Dustin.
Do you eat kangaroos for breakfast?
Winona Ryder going full unhinged mom. Hopper looks washed up, but sharp underneath. Nancy's obnoxious. Steve's a douche. Mike and Nancy's mom's a cougar.
What the hell? It's a goddamn cougar in the car. Oh, there's a cougar in the car. I put it in there.
Their dad.
What'd I do?
This episode opens up with the boys reluctantly agreeing to let Eleven spend the night at Mike's house.
Coming reluctantly.
After Lucas and Dustin head home, Mike sneaks her down into the basement. He offers her Eggos and tries to break the ice by showing off his toys and action figure collection.
Ready are you?
His name's Yoda. He can use the Force to move things with his mind.
Coincidence? I think not!
Eleven freezes when she spots Will in a photo, hinting that she might know him.
I know him. I know him.
Hopper hits the diner looking for leads, but finds Benny, the owner of the diner, dead. Nancy and Steve are drinking with friends while Barb is being a major buzzkill. Out in the bushes, Jonathan is creeping like he's about to snatch some little kid's Halloween candy, except he's really snatching peeping Tom pics of his classmates getting it on. Will tries calling for Joyce from the other side through the lights and the phone to reach Will, only to get attacked by her damn wallpaper when she gets home. Barb dies dramatically, and 11 tells the boys about the Upside Down. Basically, it's our world, but way darker and nastier. Lucas and Dustin balance each other out perfectly. 11, she stays mysterious and powerful, but Joyce goes full maniac mom mode. And Hopper's showing rare awareness for a horror authority figure.
You make that jump from this height, that water turns into cement. Hits you like a ton of bricks, break every damn bone in your body.
Nancy, still obnoxious. Steve, still douching. Jonathan, Mike and Nancy's mom. That's the slasher's deal, not mine. And Nancy's dad.
What'd I do?
The episode kicks off with Barb getting unlucky while Nancy's getting lucky. 11 starts having flashbacks of her fucked up past, hinting that she went through some serious shit at the lab. Jonathan develops the creeper pictures he took of Nancy and her friends. At school, no less.
Dude. What the fuck?
Steven's Rat Pack catch Jonathan red-handed and confront him finger snap greaser style. Nancy's shaken after seeing the monster at Steve's house. Meanwhile, Hopper digs into the Hawkins lab and finds out that the head scientist is tied to the CIA's MK Ultra project.
What?
You could have at least called, said, Marissa, hey, it's not gonna work out. Sorry I wasted your time. I'm a dick.
What?
Do me a favor, go like this. I think I got something in my teeth.
What?
You know, next time you should use that chia pet stuff on your whole head.
What?
Hey, Malcolm, is that the knife the Indians used to half scalp you with?
I don't even get that.
What?
Back at Joyce's house, Mrs. Wheeler swings by with little Holly. While the moms chat, Holly wanders into Will's room and nearly gets snatched by the demon wallpaper. Joyce saves her just in the nick of time, then rigs Christmas lights and she starts writing the alphabet on the wall to talk to Will. Moments later, a monster tears through the wall and forces Joy to bail out of the house. The episode ends with Will's body being pulled out of the lake, crushing Mike after 11 swore that he was still alive. He lashes out at her and whatever little middle school romance that they had going on gets totally iced.
Why did you lie to us? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Dustin and Lucas keep killing it as comedic relief versus grounded voice of reason. They're a great contrast.
So we've got Nutty Bars, Bazooka, Pez, Smarties, Pringles, vanilla wafers, apple, banana, and trail mix.
Seriously.
We need energy for our travels.
And Joyce doubles down as a maniac but determined mom.
What's going on?
It's Will. It's Will. He's trying to talk to me.
Hopper cements himself as badass with that truck. Nancy's still obnoxious. Steve's still a douche. Jonathan's still...
This episode kicks off with Mike learning from 11 that Will is still alive, talking through the walkie-talkie. Meanwhile, Joyce looks absolutely unhinged to everyone else.
And then I made this so he could talk to me.
Swinging an axe through her own wall after seeing Will's outline inside. The boys throw a wig on 11 and sneak her into the school, only to walk in late on a full-on memorial assembly for Will. Nancy and Steve are fighting over Barb, and Nancy starts drifting towards Jonathan once she spots some spooky signs. Hopper goes full badass undercover.
I say O'Bannon? I meant... Okay.
Breaking into the morgue, he cracks open Will's body and finds it stuffed with cotton like a Build-A-Bear.
The episode kicks off with Hopper going deeper into Hawkins' lab where he straight up discovers the portal to the Upside Down. And before he can dig any further, the Hawkins agents end up sedating him and dumping him back at his house. Hopper then ends up finding out that his place was bugged. He eventually tells Joyce the morgue body was fake, proving that her instincts were dead on. Joyce, meanwhile, is struggling with paranormal chaos, and her deadbeat ex, who's more worried about insurance payouts than his missing kid. A funeral's held for Will, but it's more for everyone else than it is for Joyce. Over in Candyland, Nancy ditches Steve to meet up with Jonathan for some monster hunting preparations. She practices with a bat, nearly clocking Steve in the head. Later, when she's in the woods with Jonathan, she ends up fighting the portal to the Upside Down inside of a tree and climbs through it. It's kind of like I did as a kid when I would only eat 2 of my 6 McNuggets and ran into the playhouse. Little bastard. The boys learn the Upside Down has a gate, and so they go exploring with their compasses, but then Lucas realizes that 11's been fucking with their readings.
It's not a magnet. She's been acting weirder than normal.
Tensions explode and Lucas calls her out.
But wake up, man! Wake the hell up!
So Mike defends 11, and 11 ends up yeeting Lucas across the junkyard like a fucking rag doll. After a couple minutes, Lucas finally wakes up, but now he doesn't trust Mike or 11 anymore. Hopper's out here stacking KOs like it's Super Smash Bros. Nancy's still annoying. Jonathan's creeping toward entitlement, and Steve?
Just take those old records off the shelf. I'd sit and listen to them by myself.
This episode kicks off with Nancy still stuck in the Upside Down, hiding from the Demogorgon. Jonathan was calling out to her, and somehow she heard him, and he pulled her back through. They crash together for the night, but Steve spots Jonathan comforting Nancy and goes full jealous mode. While shopping for monster traps,
And 4 boxes of 38s.
he and his rat pack vandalize the theater and nearby buildings, writing nasty crap about Nancy. Nancy and Jonathan confront Steve in the alleyway. Jonathan proceeds to whoop his ass until the cops roll up and arrest him. 11 bails on the boys, blaming herself for the fight between Mike and Lucas. She's later seen robbing the store blind for Eggos, causing hundreds in property damage.
Mouth breather.
And a lifetime ban. Lucas goes solo, investigating Will's disappearance himself. Dustin and Mike are cornered by the bullies. Mike literally jumps off a cliff to save Dustin, only being caught mid-air by 11. She snaps the bully's arms like a glow stick and admitted to opening the gate to the Upside Down. Joyce and Hopper finally stumble on something promising in their hunt for Will.
Instead, it unleashed a freak show like no one's ever seen.
You read any Stephen King? Telepathy, telekinesis. That's why the big bad man stole Jane away. Her baby's a weapon of fighting the commies.
I fucking hate the Atlas Corporation.
This episode kicks off with Mike, 11, and Dustin catching a frantic radio transmission from Lucas.
They know about 11! Get in there! They know about 11!
The British are coming! The British are coming!
Let us commence forth.
They know about 11! Get in there! They know about 11!
The British are coming! The British are coming!
British?
Boys link back up after what feels like a full-on Fast and the Furious chase scene through Hawkins. Once they're reunited, the group makes peace and hides out from the government agents hunting 11. Hopper and Joyce hear Jonathan's been arrested. At the station, they find out the bullies snitched, telling the cops that the boys were last seen with a bald girl. Hopper realizes this was the mysterious kid that he's been tracking this whole time. Steve finally ditches the Rat Pack and sets off on his redemption arc. The feds turn up the heat, harassing Nancy and her family while searching for Mike, 11, and the rest of the boys.
You have to trust me. Will you trust me?
Bitch, I hope the fuck you do. You'll be a dead son of a bitch, I tell you that.
We should be out there looking for him.
Honey, we have to trust them, okay? This is our government. They're on our side.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
But once Hopper and Joyce finally connect with the kids, everyone meets at the Byers' house to finish the mission, finding Will. 11 tries to use her powers, but she can't lock onto him or Barb.
Melted plastic and microwave bubblegum.
No way. Really?
Really? I'm sure it's just the wrong number. Dustin, is everything okay? It's 10 o'clock on Saturday.
You always say we should never stop being curious. To always open any curiosity door we find.
Dustin.
Why are you keeping this curiosity door locked? Uh-huh.
So the crew hauls a kiddie pool into the gym, fills it up, and lets Elle dive deep into the psychic void. The results? Barb's a goner, but Will's still alive, barely hanging on. Hopper and Joyce try storming Hawkins' lab and get caught immediately. Nancy and Jonathan decide it's up to them to face the monster alone, leaving the boys and 11 to hold the line at the school.
Joyce and Hopper get caught breaking into Hawkins' lab and are instantly interrogated. And Hopper cut a deal to enter the Upside Down to rescue Will.
You're gonna let me and Joyce Byers go. You're gonna give us anything we need, and we're gonna find her son. And then we're gonna forget that any of this ever happened.
Meanwhile, Nancy and Jonathan leave the boys at the school to trap the Demogorgon themselves. They booby-trap the Byers' house while Steve tries to make peace with Jonathan, only to get pulled into the fight. Just as Nancy is about to get eaten, Steve jams the axe into the Demogorgon's chest and saves her.
Joyce and Hopper investigate the Byers' house in the Upside Down while lights flicker, showing the others where they are. The boys and 11 are left at the school, being chased down by military agents. 11 takes him out, but the blood summons the Demogorgon, trapping him in the classroom. 11 sacrifices herself to save the boys, stopping the monster. Hopper and Joyce find Will alive and bring him back home. The kids finally finish their D&D campaign. Steve and Nancy gift Jonathan a camera for Christmas, and Will's lingering connection to the Upside Down hints it's not over.
Mike is absolutely crushed by losing 11. Lucas, he still shows humility. Dustin, he's keeping the crew together. 11, she fades, but she is not gone.
You should have gone for the head.
Hopper finds some closure saving Will. Jonathan, he's still a creep. Nancy proves she's more than a nerd. Steve. Season 1 ends with the Upside Down still lurking, and everyone's forever changed.
Now that we've recapped all of Season 1 of Stranger Things, it's time to begin our official Dead Smoke Radio rating breakdown.
We're also adding a bonus segment where we rate out of a score of 100 with 10 different categories to make the review that much more official.
Story and writing, bam, 9 out of 10. Story felt fresh and it didn't have any low moments. Each episode made us wanting more. Some characters' motivation felt a little forced at times, though.
The horror and atmosphere, we're going to give a 9 out of 10. At no point did I feel like something was off in a bad way. It has creepy and mysterious vibes to it, but it could always be scarier.
Acting and characters. Down! 8.5 out of 10. The acting for everyone was great, especially Winona Ryder, who shined the brightest, but I think some characters like Jonathan, Nancy, and Mr. Wheeler could have used a little bit more work.
For direction and style, we're going to go with a 10 out of 10 for this. The way they captured the feel for the 80s while still making it not feel dated for the modern audiences was great. Absolutely no complaints here.
Sound and score. 10 out of 10. This is the most catchy soundtrack I think I've ever heard for a TV show, movie. Doesn't fucking matter. This is iconic. I mean, people who've never even seen the TV show hear the theme and they know where it's from.
The rewatchability is a 9 out of 10. Now, it's no Breaking Bad, but I'd absolutely light up another doobie and watch this one again. This will definitely be in the rewatch playlist.
Impact and uniqueness. 9.5 out of 10. The whole characters band together to save their friend mantra has been used time and time again, but Stranger Things, it adds a nice flair to the genre.
The stoner appeal on this is going to be a 10 out of 10. If you're high, if you're drunk, man, if you're sober, as long as you have 8 hours worth of snacks and a pillow, you're set to binge Stranger Things at any level of sobriety.
Scare factor. 7 out of 10. It's not that it's not a terrifying concept. I think some of those jump scares were, genuinely scary. But I think where the show lacked in scare factor was when they revealed the Demogoblin. I think they cut away from it too quickly, and they had too many flashing lights when it was on screen, so you couldn't really get a good feel, and it just kind of took the dread out for me.
For the fun factor, it's going to be a 10 out of 10. The show did a great job of involving you and investing you with these characters, but it also smacks you with a wave of nostalgia. With all the references to Star Wars and Dungeons and Dragons, it's an absolute staple for nerds in the 1980s.
Alright, dude, that locks us in at a 92 out of 100 for Season 1 of Stranger Things. Time to slide it over to the Dead Smoke Radio tier list. Let's see where it lands.
With the Dead Smoke Radio score of 92, Stranger Things Season 1 claims its very first spot of our tier list, dropping straight into the Hall of Flames. Top shelf stuff. Don't save this for a rainy day, watch it now.
Before we wrap up, we actually got a special segment here for you guys that you won't find on any other horror review channel. Straight from the smoky vault of Dead Smoke Radio, we present to you Dead Smoke Radio's declassified stoner survival guide.
If you're high as fuck and you find yourself in the middle of a horror movie right now, use these tips to help you avoid the Demogorgon. Tip number 26. Always check your Christmas lights. If they start blinking out of nowhere, it's not the we talking. These are brand new lights and you've paid your electricity bill. Something from the Upside Down, it's coming for you. Don't hide, man. just run.
Bro, I'd be out of there faster than fucking Roadrunner running from Wile E. Coyote.
Well, everyone, thanks for riding the waves with us here on Dead Smoke Radio. I've been your host, the Phantom Hater. If you've enjoyed the show, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the fear. And don't miss episode 2 of Transmission 1, where we dive headfirst into Stranger Things Season 2.
And I've been your host, the Hash Smoking Slasher. We'll be releasing full episodes every Friday at 6 p.m. on YouTube and Spotify. Hop into our Discord for exclusive content and catch bonus scenes on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Stay tuned, stay spooky, and remember, the smoke never clears.